To some people, snacks are little more than a light bite to tide us over between meals. But to most people, snacks are more like rewards and indulgences that we can treat ourselves with occasionally. Treats that are forever remembered even when they're no longer able to be found today. Hello and welcome back to Retro Rome, where we're going to be taking a walk down memory lane, remembering all those unhealthy but delicious treats that were more junk food than a snack. Here are the top 10 80s bizarre but yummy snacks. And before diving into the list, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing retro content. Number 1 on our list is Dr. Pepper Gum. Dr. Pepper was originally a new kind of soda pop made with 23 new flavors. It was established in 1885 and is still going strong to this day. 100 years after the soda was invented, someone thought that drinking it was simply not enough. It must be chewed as well. And voila, Dr. Pepper Gum was born. The gum was filled with a bursting liquid filling that had the same flavor as the original Dr. Pepper soda's slightly spiced flavor. The best part about this snack was how, whenever the flavor of the gum would fade out, you just needed to add another piece of gum to the wad and you would get to taste the classic Dr. Pepper flavor all over again. Unfortunately, it has been a very long time since it was discontinued, but 80s kids still remember this favorite snack fondly to this day. Next up on our list at number 2 is the bizarre Funny Feet ice cream. To say the 80s were weird would be the understatement of the century, and this can be proven by looking at the bizarre but tasty British snack Funny Feet ice cream produced by Wall's Ice Cream. Though the composition might look strange, an ice cream in the shape of a foot stuck on a stick, its strawberry flavor and funky look left little to be desired. The pink treat was one of the most sold ice creams of that era, and still due to popular demand, this bizarre treat can be found. Wall's decided to bring back this 80s classic just in Iceland after listening to the popular demand of its customers there. At number 3, we have one of the cutest snacks on our list, Care Bear Waffles. Care Bear Waffles were the ultimate cutesy snack that everyone was in love with back in the 80s. They were produced by Downy Flake and came in a frozen pack of 10. With their soft and fluffy waffle along with the rainbow specks of berries, Care Bear Waffles were everyone's favorite. Aside from their aesthetics, the Care Bear Waffles actually tasted amazing. The red-colored waffle were strawberry, where the blue-colored ones were blueberry flavor. These breakfast treats would have made for great Instagram content if they were still around, but sadly they are no longer produced and only a single vintage ad of them exists along with their slogan, a bear saying, "A bear hug in every bite." Number 4 on our list is Original New York Seltzer. Before LaCroix Sparkling Water, there was the original New York Seltzer, debuted in 1981. Known for its cute mini glass bottles and colorless carbonated water, it gave its customers a sense of luxury and class. The colorless carbonated water came in different flavors like vanilla, raspberry, and root beer. It was eventually discontinued, but Original New York Seltzer's taste still remains a fond memory in many 80s kids' minds. Number 5 on our list is another classic, Hostess Pudding Pie. Whenever you think of Hostess, you think of Twinkies and Ho-Hos, but in the 80s everyone went wild for pudding pies. At the time they were all the rage and almost everyone swore it was their favorite snack to eat. They were made of a tasty chocolate-covered crust that gave way to a creamy vanilla pudding filling that tasted amazing. Kind of like a cream pie donut, but much better. Once you've had them, you keep wanting more. But sadly, this is another retro snack that is no longer available. Coming up at number 6 on our list is another retro drink, Slice. Slice was actually once part of the PepsiCo family. It was a line of fruity drinks that were produced for a long time all the way up until the 2000s. They were a very popular and well-known brand of juice that were distributed all over the world. Some of their unique flavors included cherry cola and fruit punch, but none more popular than the sugar rush-inducing soda with the same name, Slice. The fun fact about this particular Slice soda was that it actually only contained 10% actual fruit juice. Ever since the 80s, this soda flavor was never revived again. As we often say, in the 80s more was often better, and number 7th on our list is Squeeze-It, which proves our theory. Squeeze-Its were fruit-flavored juices that came in radioactive colored bottles that opened with a twist cap. These bottles were very fun looking, and every kid wanted to have a Squeeze-Its juice bottle for themselves. More often than not, a kid would be found crying and begging their mom to buy them a Squeeze-Its juice bottle at the store. Like the name suggests, to drink the juice you had to squeeze the bottle and extract the fruit flavor. Aside from the juice being fun and interactive, the whole process of extracting it from a radioactive colored bottle was even more fun. It consisted of a variety of flavors such as Chucklin' Cherry, Berry Bee Wild, and Grumpy Grape. Also, remember how the 80s was full of bizarre snacks? Number 8 on our list is another such item, Giggles Cookies. As the name suggests, Giggles Cookies were cookies that had smiley face emojis on them. But instead of the cookies looking cute and cheery, they often ended up looking terrifying and demented. Every single smiley face was deformed in one way or another. The overall general consensus was that these were the ugliest smiley cookies ever, but what these cookies lacked in aesthetics they made up for in taste. Produced by the same parent company as Oreo, Giggles Cookies were simply delicious. Packed between two cookies was a filling of fudge and vanilla cream. Number 9 on our list is Sparkle Cherry Laffy Taffy. The 80s was a time where junk food was always sweet, sweeter, or sweetest. There was no cap on how sweet it could go, and that often made it all the more special. Sparkle Cherry Laffy Taffy is a retro favorite that isn't around anymore and has unfortunately been discontinued. Sparkle Cherry Laffy Taffy was actually a work of art. With its chewy texture and glittery goodness, it was very hard for an adult not to buy it. Even adults indulged in it. The hype around this candy was well deserved as glitter along with taffy was mixed into the sweetness and then presented in the form of twisty and malleable taffy form. You could pull and twist the Sparkle Cherry Laffy Taffy to your heart's content, which made the glittery treat memorable to this day. Last up, but certainly not the least, we have Planters' famous cheese balls. Remember the time when you'd visit a grandmother's house and there'd be a big canister of cheese balls hidden somewhere in the kitchen cupboards? Those cheese balls were Planters. Unlike the normal packets of chips, Planters cheese balls came in a big aluminum canister and tasted even more delicious because they didn't get crushed. They were round-shaped snacks kind of like your modern-day Cheetos, but somehow even more satisfying to pop into your mouth a few at a time. Their flavor is still unforgettable to this day. The funny thing about Planters cheese balls is that every few years they will get reproduced and then get discontinued, but due to popular demand, they cannot stay discontinued forever. Here is one amazing retro snack you can actually relive your childhood memories with. Making a list of top 10 snacks is always extremely hard, as there are just so many snacks that you have to put on the list. So this time, we're going to be breaking our pattern and leaving some honorable mentions that almost made it onto the list. They include a Magical Mystery 3-layered dessert, Jello 123, the bizarre Fat Frog ice cream, the Olympic Good Luck Charm Dutch Apple Pop-Tarts, Cool Ranch Doritos, and lastly, chicken-flavored crackers, Dixie's Snack Crackers. These are all snacks that almost made it on the list, but just barely lost by a point or two. Are there any other yummy retro snacks that you think we might have missed here? Let us know in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos on all things retro. Tuning out, Retro Rome.